Hey there, welcome to our video on the clustering illusion. Have you ever noticed how people tend to see patterns where there are none? For example, have you ever believed that a player has a hot hand in basketball, or that a particular stock is more likely to rise because it has risen consistently in the past? Well, that's the clustering illusion, a cognitive bias that leads people to perceive patterns, or clusters in random data. And this bias can be pervasive in various fields, from finance to medicine to sports. So, why do we fall for the clustering illusion? Psychologist David Hand suggests that we underestimate the likelihood of chance events and overestimate the impact of random variation. When we encounter a random sequence of events, we instinctively search for meaning and order, which leads us to see patterns where there are none. One example of the clustering illusion is the hot hand fallacy in basketball. This is the belief that a player is more likely to make a shot after making several in a row. However, statistical evidence shows that the probability of making a shot is not influenced by previous successes or failures. Yet, players, coaches, and fans often fall victim to the clustering illusion, attributing a hot hand to a player's skill or luck. Another example of the clustering illusion is the gambler's fallacy. This is the belief that past outcomes influence future outcomes in games of chance. For example, if a coin is flipped 10 times and lands on heads each time, some people may believe that the next flip is more likely to be tails. However, the probability of the coin landing on either side remains at 50-50 for each flip, regardless of past outcomes. The clustering illusion can also be observed in the medical field. Researchers may find apparent clusters of disease cases in a particular area, leading them to conclude that environmental or genetic factors are responsible. However, such clusters may be the result of chance, rather than a specific cause. In some cases, the clustering illusion has led to unwarranted panics, such as the alleged cancer cluster in Woburn, Massachusetts in the 1980s. The clustering illusion can be particularly damaging in finance and investing. Investors may perceive patterns in stock prices or market trends, leading them to make decisions based on false assumptions. However, past performance is not a reliable indicator of future success, and the clustering illusion can lead investors to make poor investment decisions. So, how can we avoid falling for the clustering illusion? One approach is to focus on statistical evidence and avoid making assumptions based on anecdotal evidence or personal experience. By relying on evidence rather than intuition, we can avoid the pitfalls of the clustering illusion. Another approach is to seek out diverse perspectives and challenge our assumptions. By considering alternative explanations and seeking out opposing viewpoints, we can reduce the risk of being misled by the clustering illusion. This approach is particularly important in fields such as medicine and finance, where the consequences of poor decision-making can be significant. In conclusion, the clustering illusion is a common cognitive bias that can lead people to perceive patterns where there are none. By understanding this bias and taking steps to avoid it, we can make better decisions and avoid costly mistakes. That is all about the clustering illusion. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, Explified.